Hello students, welcome to my next video. Let us see the next concept under the third module, that is partial differential equations. Then in the previous concept we have checked how to formulate a PDE by eliminating the arbitrary constants, and here we have next concept where you are going to eliminate the arbitrary functions. That's it. Procedure will be more or less the same. We use the standard notations P, Q, R, S and T for the partial derivatives with respect to x and y first and second orders. Okay. Anyways, let us consider a problem here. The question says z is equal to y square plus 2f of 2 times f is a function of two variables, that is x and y, given by 1 by x plus log y. See, f is a function of this. This is an arbitrary function, and we want to eliminate this f and hence frame a partial differential equation. That is the question. How do we eliminate f? Let us see. First, let us differentiate partially with respect to x and y. Differentiating partially with respect to x and y. We'll see. So this one will become dou z by dou x, which is equal to, with respect to x I am differentiating, treating y as constant. So this term is going to be y. Derivative of y square, as it is a constant, partially will be 0 plus 2 as it is. Derivative of we know that d by dx of f of x is given by f dash of x. Instead of just x, f dash of x into whatever the intended part. That means if it is not just x, if it is some other function inside, then derivative of that some other function should be taken as it is going to be a chain. Understood? So f dash of this function and derivative of intended part. The same technique we are going to apply. So f of some function, derivative of f is f dash of the same thing into, instead of d by dx I will write dou by dou x. Why? Because we are doing the partial derivative. So the chain. So this becomes 0 is neglected, 2 into, and we know that dou z by dou x is nothing but p. P is equal to 2 into f dash of 1 by x plus log y. This will be the same into, now what is the partial derivative of this with respect to x? This is going to be 1 by x square for 1 by x, but log y is supposed to be treated as constant, and hence derivative of log y is. So rearrange it. So we get px square is equal to, the denominator goes that side, minus 2 f dash of 1 by x plus log y. This is the first part. Now coming to the second part, let us see. So now differentiating partially with respect to y. Z is being differentiated with respect to y. This is with respect to x. This is with respect to y. So we get derivative of y square with respect to y is going to be 2y plus, and this function will be the similar way, but instead of dou by dou x we will have to consider dou by dou y. So f dash of 1 by x plus log y into dou by dou y of 1 by x plus log y. Now this is nothing but q. Let us take 2y here, minus 2y is equal to 2 f dash of 1 by x plus log y is as it is. Now instead of this we will differentiate now with respect to x, as x is a constant. With respect to y we are doing as x is a constant, derivative of 1 by x is going to be 0. Derivative of 1 log y is 1 by y. Now let us take y this side. We have q minus 2y into y is equal to 2 times of f dash of 1 by x plus log y. Now observe this equation and this equation. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Now if you observe from 1 and 2, what do you get, guys? The LHS is almost the same except, sorry, the RHS is almost the same except for the negative sign. So instead of this entire part, I can put it as minus px square, right? Else, we can take this, we'll put it here instead of this. Therefore, from 1 and 2, not every problem will have the same structure. Depending on the question, you got to keep changing it. Anyways, from 1 and 2, we have px square is equal to minus as it is. Instead of this entire function, which is this term, we will write this. That is q minus 2y into y. Okay, so but you are not supposed to leave it there. So multiply, simplify further. Px square as it is equal to minus qy minus of minus plus 2y square. Okay, so take it this way. We get px square plus qy is equal to 2y square. Hence, the required PDE is this term, where you don't have the function. Why do you consider this as a PDE? The reason is the arbitrary function is no more there. The arbitrary function is eliminated, and then we have the terms are in terms of the partial derivatives of z with respect to x and y. Understood? So, like this, we can frame the PDE by eliminating the arbitrary functions. Now, let us see one more problem in a similar pattern. That means by eliminating the arbitrary functions. How do we frame a PDE? Let us see that. So, consider another question. Let's say the equation is like this. Lx plus my plus nz is equal to phi of x square plus y square plus z square. Okay guys, so this is the question. And here which is where is the function? Every time f should not be the function. Here in this case my function is phi. Phi of x, y, z is a function where z is again a function of y and x. That's how it is. Alright, so how do we solve in this case? Here also we have to consider first the partial derivatives with respect to x and y. Always remember z is a function of x and y. Okay, so differentiate partially with respect to x and y. That is the first thing that you should do. So, when you differentiate partially with respect to x and y, what do you get? With respect to x, treating y as constant, derivative of Lx with respect to x will be L into 1 plus with respect to y 0 with respect to z, with respect to x, but differentiating z. Z is a function of xy, therefore it will become dou z by dou x is equal to, just like in the previous problem, any function its derivative is going to be phi dash of the same term plus chain rule. Chain rule is dou by dou x of the internal part, x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, simplifying ahead, we get this will be L plus n as it is. Consider the standard notation, that is P is dou z by dou x is equal to phi dash of x square plus y square plus z square is as it is, and partial derivative here with respect to x will be 2x plus derivative of y square is 0 plus for z square is going to be 2z into dou z by dou x. Now this is going to be equal to phi dash of x square plus y square plus z square. 2 can be taken out common. X plus z into, consider the standard notation, zp. Okay, so what do you get here? This implies L plus np. Bring the entire term down. 2 times of x plus zp is equal to phi dash of x square plus y square plus z square. You keep it as it is as equation 1. Why? Because it is only with partially with respect to x. Now let us consider, this is the first case. This is the second case. We will now differentiate partially the same equation with respect to y, treating x as constant. So x is a constant, derivative of x will be 0 plus m as it is, derivative of y is 1 with respect to y, and for the z, derivative of z with respect to y partially is dou z by dou y is equal to the function part, that is this part is the same, that is phi dash of x square plus y square plus z square into, instead of dou by dou x, now we are doing with respect to y, so dou by dou y of internal part, that is x square plus y square plus z square. Understood? So what do we have further? This will be 0, this is going to be m plus n times, standard notation is q is equal to phi dash of x square plus y square plus z square. Now differentiating here, this is going to be 0, this will be 2y plus 2z into dou z by dou y. Okay, so we have, this is again equal to phi dash of x square plus y square plus z square as it is. Take out 2 common, y plus z into, this will be q. So bring it down, we have m plus n cube divided by 2 times of y plus z cube is equal to phi dash of x square plus y square plus z square. And from equations 1 and 2, what do we have? You can see there from 1 and 2, I can eliminate the function phi dash of x square plus y square plus z square without any difficulty. Why? Because both my RHS are equal. Therefore, my LHS can be equated. Therefore, from 1 and 2, what do I have? This is equal to this. That means L plus NP divided by 2 times of x plus zp is equal to m plus nq divided by 2 times of y plus z. Okay, now 2 on both sides gets cut. So you can cross multiply, you cannot leave it as it is. You should always put, even though the arbitrary function is no more there, you got to simplify and then keep it in the equation form in terms of p, q and so on. Alright, so let us see how we can do. So cross multiply this. So this gives us L plus NP into y plus zq is equal to m plus nq into the denominator here x plus z. Now multiply, you get Ly plus Lz into q plus npy Ly plus Lz into q as it is plus np into y can be treated as nyp plus npzq. So nzpq is equal to, again we get mx plus mzp plus nxq plus nzpq. You have nzpq on both sides getting cut, and group all the p terms and q terms to one side and the other terms to the other side. So what are we going to get here? So we have here both the p terms, if you consider both these p and q terms, you can bring here. So we have nyp minus this p term is mzp plus q terms lzq minus nxq is equal to, what is left of here, mx, and there is an ly here which comes this side minus it. So take out p common, ny minus mz into p plus lz minus nx into q is equal to mx minus ly, and this will be the required partial differential equation in the standard form. Why is it in the standard form? Because it is in terms of coefficients should be for p and q. What are p, q? The partial derivatives. And of course, we don't even have the arbitrary function. nor its derivative anymore in this equation. Hence, this is the final required PDE. Understood, guys?